It's official. Caitlin Clark ain't at Iowa anymore. And there's probably a lot of eyes that saw Breanna Stewart really dominate for the first time. And Stewie was cooking. The WNBA MVP showed why that is indeed the case. Little fall away jumpers, just smooth and dominating the game every which way. You also saw why the Indiana Fever had the number one pick in the draft in back to back years. Their pick at number one last year has to be better as well. Aaliyah Boston, one of the issues I see with the way that the Fever are playing is that oftentimes Boston is in front of Clark, which constricts the court and allows them to bring more attention to her, takes away the driving lanes and the spacing. You need them moving together. But Boston also has been slow to make decisions with the ball, hasn't finished that well around the rim. She's got to be a lot better. But you just saw a better team in the New York Liberty. Now, I was really encouraged by what I saw from Caitlin Clark in the second half. She really, started to harness the team and started to say, this is mine. Let's go. Let's get this going. And they cut the lead down. And she almost hit that step back three that rimmed out. If that had gone down, the roof would have blown off the place. And Caitlin was angry after the game, too. You saw it. She was angry, which is a good sign going forward. The problem is the Fever have a tough schedule. They got the Liberty again. And the WNBA is just a significantly higher level of competition than she faced before. And, it's one thing to go against the South Carolina, which is a dominant college team, and you still saw how much better that team was, maybe than the Hawkeyes were. But when you look at the WNBA, you got, stacked squads where you're going against, Sabrina Ionescu, and you're going against Breanna Stewart on the same team with a team that just isn't really ready for prime time yet. Again, very encouraged by Caitlin Clark in the second half. And I thought she played a pretty good game overall. It just took her a second. The foul trouble has been a bit of an issue. She hasn't shot the three well enough. Some of those have rimmed out. Her overall three-point shooting has not been that strong, which is something that's going to change. We know that will go in the other direction. So that's another positive. The biggest positives from Clark, again, I saw where she seemed to want to take command of the team. She seemed to want to play her game in that second half. And that bodes very well going forward and for her future growth because we know what kind of player she is. But so far in the league, they've been physical with her. They've shown her that this is a step up. And a lot of people saw how good some of these teams are. I mean, you saw it on Pat McAfee's show the other day. It's like they were like, whoa, the WNBA has a lot of good players. And, that's funny in a sense, but there's a lot of new fans coming in. So I think that's the kind of thing that should be embraced. And Breanna Stewart sure made sure she was noticed. The good thing for Caitlin Clark, she gets another crack at the Liberty coming up.